They didn't know it. Hey,
Walter!
Guys, sit down.
Walter, come with me.
What'd you say, honey?
Your brother called. No, I don't want to say it in the video.
Okay, it's working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I did, but God, thank you, Jesus. Praise God.
Amen.
All right. Okay.
Go for it.
As I was saying, sit back, Walter.
Yeah. Praise God.
You know, I was telling Walter that if he knew this was his birthday party, he would have dressed up. At least wore clean socks. I mean, this is awful. And how many people in this room are sick of seeing these black sneakers? But in spite of all of that, we will continue. But tonight, Walter, all of us are sitting on the edge of our seats, waiting to find out just who Walter Lawrence. Can you believe that? Walter really is. Walter, we want, all of us, we want to find out, Walter, just who you are. And all of us want to find out exactly where you came from. You know?
Yeah.
And I think some of us know exactly where you're going.
Yes, Lord.
And you know what? This has been a question on my heart since I met you. It's that stupid look, you know, that stupid little grin.
Where did you say that?
So Walter, I hope you're ready, because you're going to take a roller coaster ride. And this is going to be the experience of your life, because Walter Boland and the host of our television show is, everybody can have a round of applause for
Hi there. Walter, the last 30 years have been filled with many happy times, and you have lived a full and interesting life. Tonight we are going to take you through the last 30 years. We're going to go through the twilight zone, brother, and reunite you. We're going to reunite you with many of the people who have helped share those happy times. You were born Walter Lawrence Boland, Jr. Wow, that's interesting, brother. On January 27, 1961, at Long Island College Hospital in Brooklyn. You weighed 6 pounds and 8 ounces and were 19 inches long, and you were totally bald. Now, Walter, let's go way back to a time when you were totally speechless. Much like now. And let's meet 2 people who are responsible for you being here tonight. Do you recognize these 2 voices?
Now we're ready to get in the cup, I can't.
Walter? Do you remember the time you went to the store with little Michael and you both bought a pig's foot and yours was raw and his was cooked?
Yes.
The only reason why you beat me bowling one time was because of my arm and my leg was short.
I know. And your shoes were on backwards.
Walter and Loretta Boland are here to wish you a happy 30th birthday. were a child about a pig's feet, or a pig's foot. Can you tell us about it?
No.
You don't want to get into detail, no, brother.
Come on!
It's all right, he'll tell me later in private. Now, Walter, you started to grow. You learned how to walk and talk, and by the age of 2, you finally grew hair. By the age of 5 or so, you and a very close companion, the two of you did everything together. The two of you were so close, you were like brothers. This friendship continued to grow all through your school years. He still thinks of you as his best friend, and he's here tonight. Do you recognize this voice?
It's been a long time, Walter, but I still remember the times when you used to call me and I was always late for school.
Anthony Gardino. That's right, Anthony. It's your childhood friend. Anthony Gardino. You grew up in Red Hook. First you lived at 323 Van Brunt Street. Then your family moved to 146 Canova Street. And your last home in Red Hook was located at 485 Hicks Street. Is that right, brother?
Yeah.
Make sure this info is right. You and Anthony spent all of your time together doing what you love best, playing ball. You and Anthony together attended Visitation Catholic grade school for 8 years. You graduated and then went on to high school. You attended Bishop Ford High School, where you received many honor awards for academic excellence. At the age of 13, you started spending a lot of time with another family. You spent the next few summers as part of their family. The woman there was like a second mother to you. Do you recognize their voice?
Do you remember Ray Conkerman?
Yes.
When you were 11 or 12 years old?
Yes.
You spent most of your time at Scott's pool.
Yes.
And then you would come home to be sprayed with solar cane,
Yes.
which you still haven't paid for.
Do you recognize? Yes, Walter. Your grandmother and close aunt, Tina. Antina? Oh, Antina. Oh, your godmother, I'm sorry. Hey, brother, I have heavy-duty connections. Sometime after this, you started visiting your Uncle Joe frequently with your cousins John, Eugene, and Clyde. You began spending more time there than in Red Hook, and eventually you made many friends in the neighborhood. One of the first friends you met lived in your uncle's building. Do you remember this voice?
Hey, Walter, remember when our favorite albums was Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath?
Mike! You gotta be kidding me! Come on!
You big banana?
That's your old friend from the 11th Avenue Boys, who you haven't seen in 10 years.
Now I am shocked.
As I just mentioned, the guys you hung out with became known as the 11th Avenue Boys. This party would not be complete if we did not bring them out. So one by one, we are going to do just that. The next friend is well remembered for his basement. Do you recognize his voice?
Hey, Walter, remember we were 16, we worked for Boris Boland, pushing those shopping carts of groceries on her? We have to order by the time we got to the delivery house?
Who's that?
All right.
That's right, it's your old friend, Gary Host. You and all the guys spent most of your time hanging out in Gary's basement, and when you weren't there, you were playing pinball or pool in Record Trip. You spent a lot of time with this next person during that time. Do you recognize this voice?
Hey, Walt, come with me in an order. I want to go to Joe Cleaver's house.
Do you recognize his voice?
Let's go get the van, and then we'll go get cousin, who goes, gilly, 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 gilly.
Very interesting. This next person was a pretty good challenge for you in pool. The two of you played many games together. Whenever you made a good shot, he would say, "That was humble." Do you recognize his voice?
Hey, Walter, you know, you're the only person I couldn't strike out in softball.
Do you recognize his voice?
Say something else.
Can you say something?
Come on, Walter, what did you forget? Belgian Lane's bowling all the time.
Come on now.
One more time, one more time, one more time.
Come on, Walter.
You can't hear him, you can't hear him. One more time, one more time.
Spit that ball?
Still can't strike me out.
Says you still can't strike him out. Now, Walter, we got Charlie here, and in front of all these people, tell us the truth. Were those shots humble?
Yes.
Brother, you better say that. You better say that.
Hey,
Look,
you wouldn't say it if you played that him in pool.
during these years, you met someone that would change your life for the better, of course. She lived right up around the corner from your Uncle Joe's. She was in front of her house one day
That's what I'm gonna get
with
when I
her
get
girlfriend, Camille, and you saw her and decided that you were going to tease her. She didn't take your teasing too kindly and retaliated.
Yes.
That,
Would you like me to elaborate on that?
sure, we like to hear. That wasn't. You figured you'd never see that person again. But the very next day, you found out she knew your friends. After a period of time, she went from not being able to stand you to really liking you a lot. This is your wife now, Denise. The two of you started dating on August 29, 1977. You were still in Bishop Ford High School at the time. You attended for 3 years, but because of financial difficulty, you were forced to change school. Both you and Denise then attended FDR High School. It was an unpleasant adjustment to have to leave school you love and attend this new school, and so you lost your enthusiasm. You decided to enlist in the Navy, knowing that in a matter of months you would be in the Navy. You spent the majority of your remaining time in high school in the athletic field. You became very close to one teacher there. The two of you became friends. We contacted him about tonight and was so disappointed that he couldn't make it that he sent you a personal video message. Let's see that.
When your wife informed me about your 30th birthday, she said that I was one of your favorite teachers. Since I'm a dean at FDR High School, my popularity is at a low level. I figured I couldn't resist not partaking in your party. As this tape is being run, as you witnessed this, I'll be knee-deep in snow in Buffalo since I'm a basketball referee, and I'll be there on the night of your party. However, I feel it's only important on my part to tell you that your wife did a lot of preliminary work in organizing this party, and you should be thankful to her for also getting in touch with me. As you witness this, I want to congratulate you on a milestone, because I've had a few of these milestones in my lifetime, and I wish I could say I could celebrate a 30th birthday again. However, I know that a lot of your friends and former students of mine are going to be witnessing this tape, and I want to wish them well, let them know that I'm still alive and still kicking with some of your old favorite teachers. Last but not least, I want to extend my best wishes to you, and special cheers to your wife for really doing a lot to organize this party. I am glad that you're still thinking about me, because I remember you well, and happy birthday and best wishes from your favorite teacher, Nick Gaetani.
Well, Denise, maybe you can talk to my wife and maybe you can organize something like this for my 30th birthday. But I'll be prepared. I don't think believe that. On September 16, 1979, you said goodbye to all of your loved ones, and along with your buddy Sergio Medina, you entered the United States Navy. You went through 8 weeks of basic training at Great Lake Naval Training Center in Illinois. There you met Alan Enders, and the two of you became close friends. When basic training was completed, you graduated, and both of you and Enders boarded the ship, the USS Sample. You sailed throughout the West Pacific Ocean. As a matter of fact, when Iran was holding U.S. hostages back in 1980, your ship was right near there in case it was needed. While on the USS Sample, you met another person whom you became very good friends with. You were both stationed in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Do you recognize this voice?
Walter, 10 years ago I asked you a very serious question. I ask you again, is my hair falling out?
After you were discharged from the Navy, you married your girlfriend Denise, and both of you settled down. You were looking for a good job where there would be room for advancement. And this next person saw your potential and recommended you at his company. He has been a great support to you, your family, your whole family, and you have a lot to respect and love for him. Do you recognize this voice?
Walter, I left Pitney Bowes a year ago, but you're still known as my revenge at PB. I got you a job as a part-time meter inspector. And to this day, you still can't do one correctly. I'm glad they won't let you do them anymore. I don't know what you're doing now, but apparently you can't be doing it very well because they'll keep you for too long. Do you know who I am?
No.
He used to be my favorite uncle.
Your uncle helped you get into Pitney Bowes, a huge corporation which produces mailing machines, copiers, and computers. You started part-time, and the company was so happy with your outstanding performance and your strive to get ahead that soon after that, they placed you full-time. One of the people at the company has made a great impact on your life. He has managed to be both employer and friend to you and has made your experience with the company a good, encouraging one. Do you recognize this voice?
Walter, about sometime in the early 80s, you became a full-time employee with Pitney Bowes, where you worked under me, assigned as a trainee. At the time, you couldn't fix nothing. After my first field trip with you at a customer's office, I knew we, the corporation, was in big trouble. As time passed, your skills improved about maybe 1%. But during your performance review, all you talked about was how good you were and how much money you wanted to get. Told me you was the best service rep I've ever had. Keeping in mind now, every call you went on, I had to send someone else to fix it up. After that, you decided you would bring all your friends in for a job at Pitney Bowes, which you did. After getting your friends, Ray Gomez, Carlos Duran, a job, you asked if you could train them. Being the manager that I was, I said, yes, go ahead. The rest is history. The company stock dropped, 5,000 people was laid off, 20 branches closed around the country. So I decided I better transfer you out of my group before I end up on the employment.
Within the next few years, your wife Denise gave you two things that no one else could. Do you recognize these voices?
Hi, Daddy.
Do you recognize those voices, brother?
Hi, Daddy.
Love you. Hey, go, Christy?
Nah.
It's your daughter? It's your daughters, April, Denise, 7 years old, and Christy Francis, 4.5 years old. At the age of 24, you had a very interesting experience. You called out to a God you didn't know, and he revealed himself to you and totally transformed your life. You even experienced several miracles. Can you tell us about this? Can you tell them? Well, you experienced several miracles.
Yes, when April was born, I was going through a difficult period in my life, and I noticed that Denise had a piece about her, and I said, you know, I wonder what it is. so I observed her, and faithfully every Sunday she would go to church. And I said, wow, you know, that's pretty good. You know, I would go out and hang out in bars and play softball. And I kept watching her, and I said, you know, what is this? And she would go every single Sunday. And she said, you know, I said, you know, she would go rain, sleet, and snow. And she said, you know, honey, I love you with all my heart, but I love God more. And I said, wait a minute. I said, I couldn't deal with that. I said, wait a minute, because Denise loved me more than anything in the world. And for her to, you know, part of it really hurt me, because I said, how can she love somebody more? I shared my life with her. How can she love somebody more than me that she can't even see? So I went out to church with her, and it didn't do anything for me. I said, you know, what's the big deal? And then God made himself real to me. And I gave my life to Jesus Christ, and he transformed my life completely. I mean, he made me into a person that years ago I could never imagine being. Being a family man, being a responsible human being. And I know for a fact that I could not have done it by myself. I know for a fact I could not have done it in my own strength, because of the things that I've done in my life that were just destroying myself. And I just thank God. And the miracle part is that one time, we took Christy to the doctor, and she was diagnosed as having asthma. And the doctor said, Jewish doctor, he said, the only thing you have to do is to get rid of all your carpets, get rid of all your pets, and she'll be fine. You know, she may have to take some medication, but there's nothing else we can do for her. We brought her to a healing service, we laid hands on her, and we prayed over her, and we took her back to the hospital a week later, and the doctor said there was nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with her. The doctor said, I think I made a mistake. I said, no, you didn't make a mistake. God changed your diagnosis.
Shortly after this, you met someone who has really made a difference in your life. He not only became your friend, but you feel like he's a brother to you. He has always been there for you in the good times and the bad times, and you trust him with your life. Do you recognize this voice?
Get to church on time, please.
Recognize that voice?
Yes. My pastor is Bill.
Your great friend Joe, Pastor Jonathan. These next two people have known you all their lives. They have shared many things with you and have always looked up to you. They had no choice. You were always taller than them. Do you recognize these two voices?
Do you remember the three of us getting into a fight? The fish tank got knocked over. All your fish died. God, are you mad? Who are these murders?
You did it too, Terry.
I didn't do that.
There's someone else here tonight that you are extremely close with. Your relationship with her is very special and unique. You have been each other's strength in times of need, and you know that you can always depend on one another. The two of you even happen to share the same last name. Do you recognize this voice?
Walter, do you remember the time we were visiting someone in the hospital?
And on the way there, there was something special they liked, so we picked up some onion bagels.
garlic.
Garlic.
You're right. And I ate them, and my wife wanted to kill me.
Who's that?
Yeah, Mary.
As we come to the end of our guest, we'd like to bring out one last person who loves you so much and felt that you are so special and so worth it, that she did everything possible to make this night possible. It's your wife, Denise Boland. I like everyone.
Hey, we tried to get Stephen twice, but he couldn't make it.
On behalf of everyone here tonight, I want to honor you with this plaque as a memento of this fantastic reunion. Walter Boland, this is your life.
I'd like everyone to remain seated for a few more minutes as we show this special video of Walter's life.
What's up?
Sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night. She is
One more
sick.
time, one more
She
time,
is
go.
sick. Oh, good night, sweetheart.
Wait, hold on to the ceiling so you don't fall.
Well, I was just laughing because why does she keep pulling this camera out? Is there a logical reason? Is there an intellectual reason? Is there an emotional reason?
What did you win at 50 quarters? 31.
Hey, Joe, you're ahead of the camera.
Can you believe that they won in Boston?
That's all you have to say?
God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son.
Watch
Even if
yourself.
Lenny believes in him, he shall not perish, but should have everlasting life. God did not send his Son into the world to put him in hell, but he sent his Son into the world that Lenny could be saved.
Are you taking
Thank God he's saved.
Yes, I am.
That'll make Charles Barkley upset because he said that the Celtics are going to beat him first straight. Wow.
I have to.
There's other things out there, Donnie. If I put on coffee, will you have any, please? What's that? If I put on coffee, will you have any? Yeah, I think I'll have a cup. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Wow, these are beautiful.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah. Look at this. Very
Yeah,
nice. I'm glad we got the camera. I'm aggressive. I never acted this way when I did drugs. I don't know. I'm aggressive.
Yeah?
Her voice, she had very voice.
She should have been best voice, best singer, and prettiest girl, too. She couldn't do it.
Sandy.
What do you think? Are you incredulous, or does this sound like a healthy thing?
Very healthy.
What do you think? Mr. Turquoise T-shirt, stand up.
I feel that it boils down to trust. If you don't have trust, you do not have a marriage if you don't have trust.
Right.
And we tend to emphasize the negative rather than the positive in the days that we're living in. That's
Right.
my opinion.
You know, one of the...
Say goodbye. I think I know that number. That's not fair. Really doesn't know. Oh, wait, let me get this. Back it up. Come on. We all make fools out of ourselves that often. Okay, remember, don't bump into that like we did. Ready, set.
Here we come.
You're doing it wrong. Walter.
Come on, you never
Stand
know.
over there. We got to show you the right way. Come on.
Okay. No, we don't. We like it our way better.
That's right.
Hey,
We do it our way, you do it
will
your
we
way.
tape it?
My arm's got to go on this. Yeah, it's on. Just hold it up.
We do it our way, you do it your way.
No, it's not on, is it?
It's on.
And
Red
did
button's
it
there.
my way.
Ready? Thank you, Frank. Shoo us.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
You're on the air.
Here we come, walking down the street. Wow. Get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Yeah, that was good. With the monkeys. And people say we monkey around. Like I don't know the rest of the words. We're the young generation, and we've got something to say.
You got to say that we want to hear.
And now it's Very good. Daddy splashed you, April. Get him. Christy! Christy, say hi, Chris. You too busy?
I got you. I got Dad.
I know, I saw.
One more time. No. Dad, you have to pull your head a little closer. Like, I want it. No, keep it there. Keep it closer. I need to do
Just go over. Like, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Got you! Hey! You try it.
Sling it there and touch your hand.
George.
Then walk.
Wait, did I do that again?
That was good.
Want to do that again? Want to do that again? Come on! George, do that. What do you do? What do you do?
Like this. I should hang up.
No, that was good.
Walter, 7 years ago, you pledged your loyalty to Denise as your wedded wife, to live together in God's ordinance and holy state of matrimony. You promised to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health. You further promised that forsaking all others, you would keep yourself only unto her, so long as you both should live. During these 7 years, you have been faithful to that pledge. Now again, at the beginning of the 8th year of your life together, in the presence of God, and in the presence of your family, and in the presence of friends who have gathered for this happy occasion, will you renew these vows, pledging yourself to continue your devotion to her as long as you both shall live? I will. Denise, 7 years ago, you pledged your loyalty to Walter as your wedded husband, to live together in God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony. You promised to obey him and serve him, love, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health. You further promised that forsaking all others, you would keep yourself only unto him, so long as you both should live. During these 7 years, you have been faithful to your pledge. Now, at the beginning of the 8th year of your life together, in the presence of God, and in the presence of your family, and in the presence of friends who have gathered for this happy occasion, will you renew these vows, pledging yourself to continue your devotion to him as long as you both shall live? You have a token.
Giving of this token,
I renew my vow of love and loyalty.
I renew my vow of love and
With sincere affection.
With sincere affection.
And with all my worldly goods.
And with all my worldly goods.
I continue to be thou.
I continue to be thou.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
The Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
With the giving of this ring, I renew my vow of love and devotion. With sincere affection, with all my worldly goods, I continue to be